So, over the last few months, our team has been literally testing out a bunch of webcams. From daily video calls to late-night live streams, we've seen how they hold up under pressure. Today, we're not just going to throw specs at you, because let's be honest, that stuff is everywhere. What really matters is how these cams feel and which one fits your specific needs. Whether you're a content creator, a remote worker, or just someone tired of looking pixelated on Zoom, we've got you covered. So let's find out which one is best for you. On the days we were doing product demos or setting up for live streams, we needed a webcam that could actually follow us. That's where the Insta360 Link 2 became really great. This thing doesn't just sit there. It moves with us, like literally. It has a motorized gimbal that tracks our face. We lean, it pans. We stand, it tilts. And somehow, it does all that without making a sound or losing focus. It honestly felt like we had a tiny robot camera operator just chilling on top of the monitor. What really stood out? The way it handled movement. We could step out of frame and come back in, and it just found us. No delay. And when no one was there for a while, the camera automatically looked down. Privacy mode. Small touch, but very welcome. Then there's the Link 2C, kind of the quieter cousin. It doesn't move, but it still keeps you framed really nicely with auto framing. Same image quality, super portable, and perfect when you want that professional look, but don't need full-on AI tracking. Honestly, for anyone making content, presenting, or teaching, these two made us look polished without trying too hard. Now let's talk meetings, big rooms, group discussions, people talking over each other. We quickly realized our usual cams just couldn't keep up. That's when we rolled out the IPEVO Totem 180 with the vocal speakerphone. And suddenly, we had a proper setup. The first thing we noticed was the panoramic view. Two cameras that stitched together into this seamless 180-degree shot. No more half the room cut off situations. It was wide, clean, and surprisingly sharp. Even Steve, who always sits way off to the side, finally made it into the frame. And the mic? Honestly, the vocal speaker was the real star. You could hear everyone from anywhere. Even with a vacuum running in the background, voices came through clearly once we turned on the AI noise reduction. The combination of the Totem cam and that mic just made the whole meeting experience smoother. Another conference beast we tried was the Coolpo AI Huddle Mini. This one had a really unique vibe. It's compact, but when you switch it to AI mode, game on. It starts tracking faces, recognizing gestures, and adjusting the view to spotlight whoever's speaking. It actually has this division master thing where it picks up 7 people's faces at once and frames them all. We tested it in a group meeting, and you could see everyone's expressions clearly, even in a packed room. And if someone waved a hand or started speaking, it would instantly adjust. Felt kind of futuristic. For larger conference setups, we also gave the Rockware PTZ a spin. This one's more on the professional side. Tons of connection ports, flexible angles, and this crazy precise remote control. You can pan, tilt, zoom in, like you're operating a CCTV system, but the footage stays crisp. It worked especially well in bigger rooms where you needed to preset different camera positions. One press and it jumps right to that view. Very efficient, very reliable. Some people just want to turn on a webcam and look amazing, and we found 2 webcams that really nailed that sweet spot, the Amit Nova 4K and the Logitech Brio. We used both for regular calls, interviews, even some client presentations. The Amit Nova really surprised us. It looked simple, but once we plugged it in, the video quality popped. Even in lower light, it kept the image clean and natural. The autofocus was fast, and it didn't overcorrect the colors like some cheaper cams do. The Brio, on the other hand, felt more traditional, but solid. It had a slightly bulkier feel, and we noticed it took a second longer to focus at times, especially if we moved around. But once it locked in, it gave a sharp image and handled exposure really well. It's the kind of cam you set once and forget about. Between the two, Nova's software was easier to use. We could tweak lighting, colors, saturation. It all just worked. The only thing we wished it had? Zoom control. But for the price, it delivered way more than expected. And then there was this interesting matchup: BenQ DVY32 and Dell UltraSharp 4K. Now both looked super clean on video. In fact, side by side, you'd be hard-pressed to tell the difference. But when we started digging deeper, differences emerged. The Dell had no built-in mic, so we had to rely on external audio. But the video, it was smooth, rich, and handled light changes really well. The BenQ DVY32, though, had it all in one box. Great mic built in, wide field of view, responsive framing. It just felt like a more complete package, especially for people who don't want to fiddle with extra gear. At the end of it all, we didn't keep them all, but we definitely kept a few. For streaming and content, the Insta360 Link 2 stayed on the desk. That tracking? Can't go back after you've had it. For team calls and big group meetings, we stuck with the IPEVO Totem 180, paired with the vocal speaker. That duo just made the most sense, especially when you're managing multiple voices. And for our everyday calls, check-ins, and pitch meetings, the Amit Nova 4K is what most of us grabbed first. Clean, reliable, and ready to go. After testing so many cams, we realized there's no single best webcam, but there is a best webcam for what you do. So before you buy, ask yourself what you really need. The right cam's out there. We found ours. Hope you find yours too. Let us know if you have any further questions or would like to share your thoughts in the comments below. And as for everything else, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.